What's up guys, welcome to Gray Rabbit Finance. I'm your host Tyler, and today I'm going to show you step by step how to identify trending markets with the Ichimoku system. I will also teach you how I use multi-timeframe analysis in order to find the best trading opportunities. Let's hop in. Today we're going to start on the monthly chart of the US dollar Japanese yen. And as you remember from our Introduction to Ichimoku series, Gochu Hasada once told us, know thy presence of the market. And so in order to know thy presence of the market, we need to understand that the market can only be in three conditions. The first condition is a bull trending market. The second condition is a bear trending market. And the third condition is a ranging market. Now I'm going to show you using the Ichimoku system how to identify trending markets and how to use multi-timeframe analysis in order to identify the best time to enter trades. Now guys, when we start to do multi-timeframe analysis, we need to start with the higher timeframe charts. If we start on the 5 or 15 minute charts, our focus is going to be way too narrow. So we need to start first by getting a general overview, a bird's eye view, so to speak, of the market. So as you guys can see on the monthly chart, we've had the price action break up through this top of this major trend line. And we've just had price break the Senko Span B. And now if you remember me saying from before in any of my previous videos, when the price breaks the Senko Span B, this is kind of like defeating the final boss. So this is a huge shift in momentum and something for us to start looking at. So we see that we have a gold cross here. We see that we have the Chikou Span above the candles. And now we see that price has broken out of the Senko Span B, out of the Kumo cloud, and so now we have all three of our Senyoko Kyoten signals. And you can also start to see here that we have a bullish twist forming. Now, since we're on the monthly time frame, we've just seen the Senko Span B break. Now we need to start moving down to the lower time frames. But before we go down to the lower time frames, I just want to highlight here on this chart all three market conditions we talked about before. So the first condition we talked about is here. This is a bullish trend going up, and you can see that the Kumo cloud is pointing up. We have the Kijun Sen pointing up. We have the Tenkan Sen pointing up, and we also have Senko Span A and B pointing up. And so when all these lines are pointing up and the clouds forming in a bullish angle, that's how we know that we have a bull trend. And now in the opposite direction, here you can see once this support was broken and we had this N wave down, now you see the continuation of this Kumo cloud down, right? So this is how we identify a bearish trending market. Now, what's a ranging market in Ichimoku? You see here, this is a ranging market. And actually right now where price is, we're still sort of in a ranging market because this Kumo is too small. It doesn't have enough steam in it yet. So we need to assume that this price is still in this top range and in between the top and bottom of this range here, right? So when you see the Kumo cloud flat and you see the Chikou Span overlapping the candles and you see a bunch of crosses on the Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen, then you know that this is a ranging market. And so that's how we identify, just in a general sense, all three market conditions with the Ichimoku system. Now, why do we start with the higher time frames? We know that if the market is trending on a higher time frame, that has a lot more force. The monthly chart has more power than the weekly. The weekly has more power than the daily. The daily has more power than the 4 hour, and so on and so on. So we have to respect the higher time frames to really know the presence of the market. Okay, now that we've seen that price has broken this Senko Span B, we're going to go down to the next time frame, which is the weekly chart, and we're going to see if the market is trending on there, which I have a good feeling it is. So let's go check it out. Okay guys, so here's a look at the weekly chart of the US dollar Japanese yen. And I do see now that we have a trend in the bullish direction. We've got right now we have the Tenkan Sen is a little bit flat, but we have the Kijun Sen pointing up. We have Senko Span A pointing up, and we have Senko Span B flat. So Overall, this is a trend, but to give you the nuance of the Ichimoku system, to really truly be a trending market, we need Senko Span A pointing up, we need Senko Span B pointing up, we need the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen both pointing up. And so how does that happen? Well, that happens when price gets above this resistance line here, right? So once the price is above here, all 4 of these lines are going to be pointing up in that direction. And that's how we truly know that we have a trending market. And so that's what we're gonna be waiting for the price to break above this resistance level here. And that's how we're gonna know that it's truly trending. And so let's play the candles a bit. And let's watch the price action. Okay, now you see what I'm talking about. All these lines are pointing up, and this is the signal that we want, right? So now on the weekly chart, this is a buy, right? We know that the trend is continuing up in the bullish direction, and we've got to close above this resistance level, which means that we're going to get more continuation, or it's a good chance that we will. And so I kind of like to think of it as this too. Once the candle closes above this resistance level, you know, when a surfer catches a wave, they have to position themselves in the proper spot to catch the wave just at the right time, right? And so once the price closes above this resistance level, this is the perfect spot for us to catch the next leg up or the next wave. So we're gonna move in now to the daily chart, and let's see how the trend's looking on there. Okay guys, now we're on the daily chart for the US dollar Japanese yen. And look, this is a beautiful trend up. We have the resistance here broken, but this was at first a false breakout, which happens a lot, so we need to be careful. But typically, you know, we know that the overall momentum of the market from the weekly chart and the monthly chart are both bullish, so we can expect the trend to continue up. And so we had a small pullback to the Kijun Sen, and we had a bounce back up. So now, guys, this is a great place to start thinking about catching the wave. But, you know, we're going to need to confirm that on the smaller time frames. But this overall is looking like a really great market so far. I like the structure of the Kumo cloud. This is a great thickness right here. Down here, this is a little bit too skinny. So, you know, this was just the beginning of the trend. But now we have more steam in the cloud. And so having more steam in the cloud just shows us that there's more momentum in the trend. And it's a more, we can trust the trend much better when the cloud is thicker, right? And so one thing I want to draw your attention to also, another nuance I've found in the Ichimoku system, is that a lot of times, you know, we'll have this first N wave up like this, right? And then we'll have a consolidation here. So here, this is a ranging market in the short term here. And you'll see the Chico span just consolidate, right? But a lot of times, once the Chico span hits into the candles, once this line kisses here, a lot of times it continues the trend back up. So if I look at the market and I say, okay, we've had a nice long consolidation here, and the Chico span is getting very close to touching the candles, I know that perhaps we're going to see a breakout soon from this range. So that's just another good indicator to look for when you're looking at all 5 lines of the Ichimoku. But just to reiterate, so we have the Tenkan Sen pointing up, the blue line, we have the Kijun Sen pointing up, the green line, and we have Senko Span A and B both pointing up. So this is a beautiful bullish trend up. So let's hop down to the next time frame. Okay guys, now we are on the 4-hour time frame of the US dollar Japanese yen. And as you can see that, you know, we do have we have all the lines pointing up, right? So we have the Tenkan Sen pointing up, the Kijun Sen's pointing up, Senko Span A and Senko Span B. But like we mentioned before, this cloud does not have enough steam, right? So, but we do see that we've had this long consolidation period here. We had some fake outs. This was a fake breakout. And then we retested the cloud here, right? And now we're back up, breaking out again. but we know we need to wait for some more steam to form in this cloud, because we could have some pullbacks, possibly. So let's wait and see. Let's play a few more bars forward and let's see how the price action develops. Okay, you see that? Now this is where we have to be careful, right guys, because that cloud was too skinny. It wasn't strong enough, and that's what I'm talking about. We need a fatter like cloud with more steam in it. So let's see what we get. Okay, now this market's still ranging. We're still getting some ranging here on this market. So I would not be looking for the entry yet, guys. I wouldn't be looking. We're gonna need for the price. Let me stop this for a second. We need the price to break this level now, this resistance level. But now look, we're starting to see another cloud form. This is getting better. It's not as skinny as before, but let's see if we can break that resistance. Okay, the cloud's getting fatter. It's getting more steam. Okay, we're continuing up. All right, let's see. Okay, we've broken the resistance, right? Now, let's go back and check the daily time frame. Let's see what it looks like. Guys, look, see, this is all that crazy consolidation and ranging market that we had. And now on the daily time frame, we have a very skinny market here. This is a skinny cloud, so we can't trust this yet. We can't trust that yet. And let's take a look at the weekly. Okay, on the weekly, this is looking great. So guys, we know on the weekly time frame, weekly's all set. Weekly looks great, but now we're waiting for the daily and the 4 hour to get more steam in the cloud. So let's keep playing it and let's see what happens. Okay, some more ranging. More ranging. Okay, now guys, look, if you can notice, you see the price is kind of like moving up on this slope, right? So this tells me that the market is still overall bullish, but that we're just still consolidating in this range. So I'm still expecting the market to break. Okay, and there it is. Okay, let's wait. Okay, wow, look, that's a very strong trend up. Now this cloud is very skinny, so we need to check the lower time frames. Okay, so we're getting more steam in the 4 hour. Now this looks like a pretty healthy trend here on the 4 hour. So we know that the weekly is looking good, but we have this is a very sharp angle up. So we can expect price to revert back down to the mean soon, probably. Same here. These are very skinny clouds, so I'm expecting price to come back down soon. But the 4 hour cloud looks a little bit fatter, so this is a healthier bull trend here. But let's play some more candles and see. Okay. Okay. This is what I like to see, a little pullback here. Okay, now look guys, this is the daily chart. We see that the Kijun-sen is flat, and before we said that acts like a magnet, right? So it's a possibility price comes back. But there's also a possibility that the Tenkan-sen acts as support, and we get a little bit of consolidation up here and then another leg up. So let's see what happens. We're still looking for a chance to enter. Okay, boom, this cloud's fatter on the daily. That's what I like to see. Weekly's up, the daily's up, 4 hours is looking up. We just broke our resistance here, so, and we have M waves moving up, right? Let's look on the 1 hour chart. Okay, now we have the 1 hour chart here is still kind of flat. So on the 1 hour, we're gonna need to break this resistance here. So let's see if we can break it. Oh, okay, we're getting close. Okay, here we go. All right, this is what I like to see, guys. The weekly chart is up, check. Daily chart is trending up, check. Cloud is fat. You know, here it was too skinny. We got a fat cloud there. I like that. Now, same thing here. 4 hour, all our lines are pointing up. We got Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, Senko span A and B, and we have the Chikou span just above the candles, right? So those are all 5 signs that we need to know that the market is trending up. Let's check out the 1 hour. Okay, guys, 1 hour, this is a skinny cloud. Can we trust that cloud yet? I don't think so. So let's play a few more candles. Okay, we got some consolidation here at this level. Cloud is getting fatter. I like to see that. All right, cloud's fatter. If we can get a close above this level, I'm starting to think we're getting close to finding an entry. Okay, we have a close above. I like that. So let's go back. Okay, 4 hours still looking good. The daily chart's still looking great, and we know that all the trends and all the trends start on the lower time frame. So if I know that all these lower time frames are trending, it's a good chance that these are still trending also. So the weekly was looking good. Now we're on the 1 hour. Let's get that back up. Okay, guys, this is a nice fat cloud, and now, but we do have a bearish candle here. So let's see. Let's play a few more. Now, the next thing, I'm expecting probably a retracement back down to this level. Right? Nope. Okay, we broke up. So we're trending up on the 1 hour. How's the 30-minute chart looking? 30-minute chart's looking pretty good. Now, if we can break above here, we're gonna have, this is a good cloud here, and once price closes above this level, all the lines are gonna be up. This is a good cloud on the 4, and we already know the daily and the weekly are looking good. So let's get back down to the 30-minute chart. Okay, here we are on the 30 minutes. Let's play a couple candles forward. Okay, so we had, okay, we broke up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So right here, we broke up above this level. We had a nice close. Now I'm gonna start looking to enter the market. Okay guys, now we're on the 15-minute chart of the US dollar Japanese yen. And now I actually use different settings for these lower time frame charts because in my experience, the Ichimoku system doesn't really work as well on the lower time frames, like 15 minutes it works on the 30-minute, but anything below that I would not recommend it. So on these time frames, I use Bollinger Bands and I use stochastic. And so what I'm looking for on these time frames is that I'm looking for a squeeze like this on the Bollinger Bands, and then a release that goes out like that, right? So we see that we have some M waves moving up. And so I kind of like to think of these Bollinger Bands as kind of like, this is like a pipe, right? And there's a bunch of steam building up in this pipe. And once it breaks, the pipe just explodes like that. And that's kind of how I imagine it. It's just a simple way to think about it. Okay guys, so like we mentioned, I'm looking for the Bollinger Band squeeze, and I'm also going to be looking for stochastic gold crawls. And I'm going to be looking for the price to be walking between these two bands here, the outer deviation and the middle deviation here. And so I'm looking for confirmation signals, right? So we know all the upper and higher time frames are all trending in the bullish direction. So, and we have all the 5 lines pointing up. Now we need to find the sweet spot. Now we got to find the perfect spot of the wave to continue pushing us up, right? We want to be time efficient. We don't want to get stuck into a ranging market. And so we need to catch the wave at the right spot. And we know all the time frames are trending up. So now it's time to look for the entry. Now, like I mentioned, I usually enter on the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart. And I'm going to be doing more videos in the future on more entry techniques and specifically how to enter and how I set my stop loss and my my reward to risk ratio. But for today, I just want you to know that, this is how I do multi-time frame analysis, and this is how I know when to start looking for the entry. And so we're going to work on the entry in another lesson. But today, let's just stick with how to do multi-time frame analysis and stick with looking for the Sanyoko Kyoten signals and looking for all the lines pointing up, looking at the nuances of the cloud, looking at the Chico span, and not getting tricked by a lot of the fake breakouts, right? So this is kind of my technique. I know there's a lot of ways to do it, but just by, we can trust the trend when we know that on the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the half an hour chart are all trending up, then we know it's time to look for our entry. And I think that's going to help you guys get a lot of success with your trading. So I hope this helped you guys tremendously. If you like my content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I look forward to showing you guys more strategy videos in the future. But until next time, peace.